Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I look crazy, but I got something really good in the mail today that I was so excited about that I just wanted to come on here and film. I have my base and everything done. I have my bronzer and stuff on, my concealer, powder, foundation, all of that stuff, because I wanted to hurry up and film this because I turned my air and stuff off for y'all, and y'all ain't about to kill me because it's like 91 degrees. And yeah, so I have a couple of new things that I want to try. Maybe like 3 things. I have a new lip gloss from Maybelline, Vivid Hot Lacquer. This isn't new, but it's new to me, so I want to try it out in the color Unreal. And I have a Makeup by Mario blush stick that I want to try out. And the biggest thing I want to try, dun dun dun, I have Patrick Ta's, come on with the light. I have Patrick Ta's new eyeshadow palette. This is the prettiest packaging. Like, I love the rose gold. I love the foundations broken up in the back. This is like really cute. So I've never, I didn't open it. I'm filming as soon as this came in the mail today. Like, look how pretty this is. Like, this is so, like, I love this. This is so pretty. So, I am going to, wow. Okay, let's get past all this part so we can play in it. So, basically, my channel is everything that I am. Fashion, beauty, luxury. If that's your vibe, I would love for you guys to subscribe and join our little community. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. I am so glad you are loving the content. And if you want to get the information on Patrick Ta's palette and play with it a little bit, see what it's looking like on the eyes, keep watching. Okay, so I got all of this stuff done on my face. I'm trying to decide if I want to use the, no, we ain't even gonna sit here and play with it. We get ready to do the Patrick Ta first. So it is 12 shades in this palette for $68. Now, that is a lot of money. I know it's a luxury brand. I guess he's branding it as a luxury brand with this kind of prices. And I'm going to assume, along with his name, you're paying for the 2 cream shadows that are in here. Now, I was really debating whether I wanted to get this or not because these shadows look like my skin. So I'm like, if I get these, is there going to be a difference? Is anybody going to see anything? And I'm not a makeup artist. So I'm like, okay, do I even know what to do with these shadows? So we're going to play around with this today. They have, it's 2 cream luminous bases and iridescent metallic eyeshadow and glistening pearl toppers. So there's different variations of shadows in this palette, which I do like about that, especially for $68. The only thing I'm going to say off the bat that I don't like is, you see already I have fingerprints on it. It's not a big deal. You can just wipe it off. I'm not one of those people that's really extra about packaging. It's not that serious to me. So it's not like this is going like in the window of my car or something that everybody's going to see. So it's easy that you can just wipe it off. Also, too, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I don't like that there's no deep shadow, especially for somebody my skin tone. I'm going to hope that, you know, these can work out and I can make a look out of this without having to go to another palette. But I'm pretty sure that you will probably need to if you want to add depth, because there's no black or anything like that in here. So there are the 2 cream shadows at 1.8 grams each, and there are 10 powders at 1.8 grams each. So I'm wondering if you can place the colors on top of the cream base, which is what we're going to try today. So I'm going to see if it will work on top of the cream base. Also, too, I have oily eyelids, so I'm really curious of how this is going to work on somebody like me that has really oily eyelids, like whether it is going to crease or break up. So I guess we'll have to see. The cream shadows are really soft. like they have a little bit of like, not pull, but a little tightness to it. They're not like so emollient that it's going to be sliding all over the place, it feels like, but they're very creamy. And so when you're applying it, I don't think it'll be pulling on your eyes. Okay, you know what? I think I want to go in with the darker one though. What is this? Divine? Yeah, because I feel like this one is like my skin. You're not going to be able to see it. Okay, let's go in with Divine. I'm going to use a flat brush and we're going to apply it to the lid and see. Let me fix my mirror. They feel really good though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it feels really, look at my stupid self. Okay, so I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to fan it out. Guys, this is beautiful. The only thing is, I'm not sure if it's coming across as much on your side as it is on mine. But I can tell you, these creams are super easy to work with. And I am by far not a makeup artist. And I raised my shadow up onto my lid so that you're able to see the color, because that lighter one, I'm going to play with it, but I'm not really sure if it's going to show up on my skin tone. So this is the cream on my eyes so far. And it is super easy to work with, guys. Like, it glides on like so pretty. Okay, next I'm going to take, I'm not sure what these names are. When they do this, it kills me. I'm going to assume this is transition. I'm going to take the darker brown next to the dark cream. And it also has, I don't know if I showed you guys, a little lid like the Natasha Denona to protect the creams, like Natasha Denona does in her palettes, so you don't get the powders and stuff mixed all into them. So I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to define the corner of my eye. Let me see the brush. Let's use this brush. I'm going to use a Sigma Airbrush F63. And I'm going to take that color and I'm going to define my outer edge. Hopefully it'll go nicely on top. Yeah, it seems to be working. And it's not skipping and pulling or nothing. Like, this is Patrick. There's a little, oh, I just blew it off. I didn't mean to do that. So I'm not touching hard, but you can see it's kick up and stuff coming out the palette, which again, doesn't bother me. I'm not one of those sticklers for, you know, fallout and all that. I don't care about that stuff. Get a brush, wipe it off. So far, this is really beautiful. I'm just gonna blend. I'm gonna take Mother, this color right here, just to make sure that my edges is blended out. So far, I love it. I think I want to take, all right, let's see, Lavish. I'm going to assume this is Lavish. This really beautiful color right here. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is a metallic a metallic shadow. So I'm going to use this one and I'm going to put it on. I'm going to use this one and I'm going to put it over my lid. And I'm going to take a flat brush to do that. I'm going to do it dry at first, just to see, like, you know, how it shows up. So I got some on the brush. It's a little bit of fallout, but it's not like, it's not horrible. Let me tap it on. Okay. Let me try it wet just to see if there's any difference. Oh, oh. And I'm kind of like flick it on the edge where I had the dark brown, just so that there's no line, like it just flows. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that really irks me is that I have really severe hooded eyes. So I don't have a lot of lid space to be able to like show off these eye looks. But this is, so far, this is beautiful. Also, what I will say is I feel like the cream kind of holds on, like grabs to the shimmer. It may be because I'm using a brush and not my finger. I'm not sure. But I notice where I lay it down, it's like kind of hard for me to move it around. So pretty. Oh my God. Okay. So when I was looking at the picture online, of course, my eye is not going to look the same because I'm not a makeup artist. It looks like they have, in one of the pictures, the model's makeup, they have a little bit of the cream on the bottom half. So I'm going to try that. Let's try to put the cream on the bottom of the lid. Let me find the correct brush. I'm going to use a Morphe E18 brush, and let's put some of this cream on the bottom lid, the under eye. And it went on super smooth. You guys can hear Chloe, I apologize. She is at the door, and anybody that walk past, she want to know what they doing on her stoop. This is so pretty. Now, what I am going to do is take a little bit. I'm going to take on a smaller brush. This is a Morphe Y22. I'm going to take Transition again, and I'm going to put it right on top of that just to deepen out my under eye just a little bit. So pretty. And I'm going to take that same brush, and I'm going to take Woman, this shade right here on the end, and I'm going to put it, if I get, there we go. I'm going to put it in the corner of my eye with this same Morphe brush. Okay, I have my lashes and everything on. This eyeshadow is so bomb. But you know what else I want to try? I want to put a little bit of this, what's this one I have on? I'm going to assume it's Lavish. No. I'm going to assume that it's Lavish. I want to take a little bit, and I'm going to put it on the bottom in the middle of my lid. I'm going to put a little bit of the Benefit Bad Gal Mascara on the bottom lid. I still use my Gucci mascara, of course, but it's so wet and the bristles are kind of long. And I always get mascara all on my bottom lashes when I use that. So I'm just going to use it for my top because it's amazing on my top lashes. But for the bottom, I'm going to have to do Benefit because the bristles are a little bit shorter and I can control it better and it doesn't get all over my lid. Okay, so that part is done. So now I want to move on to Mario's blush stick. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I first saw Mario post, or no, Trend Move. I think I saw it on Trend Move first. When I first saw them post, I was like, oh my God, it's about time Mario got new products. Then when I sat and like stared at the products, I was like, Mario, this is kind of boring. Like nothing jumped out at me except for the contour. Is it a contour stick? Or like maybe the cream bronzer, which did not come yet, and the blush sticks. And I got the color in earthy pink because it seemed like it would fit my skin tone the best. Looks like I'm sweating a little bit. Y'all got me burning up in here, but I don't want all of this noise in the background. So this is how much you get. This is about $28. This is how much blush you get. At first, when I saw it, I was like, Mario, now you know better than that. But at the same time, we have so many blushes and other cream blushes. I don't think you're really going to use this down unless this is like your favorite and you're just using it every day and piling it on. I don't think you're going to use a whole lot of this. You get 10.5 grams of product in each tube and they have 6 colors. This was the one that stood out to me the most. They have a dual end and the other end has a really soft brush. And as you can see in the brush, they have like little domes. Come on, come on. There we go. They have little domes that stick up in the brush. And I'm not sure if that helps the blush blend out, but this also comes out so that you can clean it and wash it and you just stick it back on. So we're going to see if this blush picks up my foundation or it seems to be really soft, but let's see. The color is pinker than I thought it was going to be. And Mario said use it and blend up. It doesn't look like it picked up any of my foundation. It's a beautiful blush though. It's really pretty. Let me see how it look if I put it on my hand and then pick it up with the brush. So I got it on my hand. Yeah, it's way pinker than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, you can do it that way too. I mean, I would probably give this to my sister because I'm not the biggest like paint girl on my face. So I don't think that I would reach for this a lot, but I will say the formula is like really smooth. It's really emollient, like it's not dry at all. And it doesn't seem to have picked up any of my foundation. But I do kind of like it picking it up on the brush instead of putting it on my skin. Let me try the other side and see. Yeah, I like it this way. I'm able to control it better of how I want it on. This is beautiful though. Mario, baby, you did this. This is nice. Yeah, but this is way more pink than I also went off of the suggestions that Mario had on the site. Like each color, when you click on it, it lets you know like the skin tone that is best used for. So even the powder blushes, there wasn't a color that stood out to me that I was like, okay, I may go for this. There was one color in particular. Let me pull this up. Desert Rose. But that's the first thing that I looked at when I saw the blushes. But it says it works best on porcelain, light, and medium skin tones. So I'm like, okay, does that mean it's not going to necessarily show up on me? I'm not really sure what it meant. So I just decided not to even play with it at this moment. So I just went on ahead with the cream one. But I really do love, like, the formula is so nice. I don't know. I might have to get over it and be a pink girl. I don't know if I want to get this away. Okay. So let's move on to, let's put a little bit of highlight on top. I'm going to go in with the Dior palette. I don't think it, this is nice. I don't think it needs it. It's in front of me. So I'm just like, you know, what the hell. Also too, be careful when putting your lid on, because I noticed that I try to maneuver it because you can fold your bristles down, putting the top on too fast. So just be aware of how you're putting your brush inside. Make sure all the bristles are standing straight up when you put the top on. Okay, so we're going to go on to the lips. I'm going to use Costa Reach, which is a eyeliner, but I like to use it as a lip liner. So I'm going to use that for my lip and line my lip. So I'm going to use Huda Beauty cream lipstick in the shade Hustler. This is what it looks like. It's really creamy. This is nice. So next, I'm going to use the the Vivid Hot Lacquer in Unreal on top. This is so pretty, this color. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look with everything new that I had. So, the Patrick palette. Do you need it? Do you not? If you guys are familiar with the Tarte in Bloom palette and another Tarte palette, it's not just the Tarte in Bloom. It might be the Tarte Heat. No, not Heat. Toasted. I'll insert the palettes that I'm talking about so that you guys can see. If you guys have these palettes, then you don't necessarily need Patrick's palette. Now, if you want to get it because you like Patrick and you just want to support, perfectly fine. If you want to get it so you can try out the cream shadows, which to me is probably the best part of the palette, then I would say go for it. The only thing that I wish that there were more creams in it. The only thing I would say about it is the color of the creams. I'm not sure how the lighter one will work for me. So before I speak on it, I'm going to play with it some more and let you guys know. But I'm not sure because I barely see the darker one. It shows up. So I'm hoping you guys can see what I'm seeing in real life, but it's not like a pop color, like wow. Like I feel like the lighter one, if I would have used that, it kind of would have looked like a base or something, like me putting concealer or something on my eye. Like I'm afraid it would have blended in too much to my skin. But again, I'm going to play with it and I'm going to see. The shadows blend beautifully on top of the cream. There was no skipping. There were no jumping. I didn't have to work hard. I do notice that the shimmer tended to, wherever I laid it down, tended to stick. So just be aware of that when you put the shimmer down. You might want to pat it on as opposed to trying to swipe. Now, once you get it where you want it, you can try to blend it out. Because I know around my crease, I was able to blend a little bit because of my hooded eyes. I have a tendency when I open my eyes that I have shimmer on the parts of my eye that I don't want it on. So just be aware of that when you're placing your shimmer on top of the cream. But everything blended so beautifully. Like this palette is like, if you want to pay the $68, I would say it was worth it if you don't have the Tarte palettes and if you just want to support Patrick. I would say it's worth it. I would say this is Asia approved because the palette blends beautifully. The colors are neutral. It's a neutral palette. I mean, who doesn't have a neutral palette at this point? But what I like about everybody having a neutral palette, everybody's formulas are not the same. So my Mario palette performs different than my Patrick palette. So there's nothing wrong with having neutrals, especially as your first eyeshadow palette. Of course, it will probably be neutrals. It's like the base to your brand. You know, you start off with basics and then you build, you know, on that. So I don't have a problem with it being neutral. I just have a problem with it being $68 because, dog. The Mario blush stick. I would have to use this a little bit more. If I had to go back and purchase this again, I wouldn't. While I love the look, I love the feel, like it's really emollient and it's a tackiness to it. I'm personally not necessarily drawn to the colors. I wish this one was a little bit more deeper and not as pinky. But again, you guys might see something different than what's coming off to me. This is way pinker than I thought it was going to be and that I'm used to. But I'm going to keep using it. I won't return it. And I was going to give it away, but I changed my mind. Because I do like the formula. I just want some, I hope he expands on the colors. Because it's a beautiful formula. It didn't pick up my foundation. And I like it better putting it on my hand and picking it up with the brush and applying it. You can put it on your face, swipe it, and blend it out. But I prefer doing it off my hand. This is a beautiful formula and Mario did a good job on these. I cannot wait until my bronzer stick comes. I think it's a bronzer stick comes so that I can try that out because I'm not really well versed in cream bronzers, so I cannot wait for that to come so I can try that out. Like Mario I love his products. I love the packaging. A lot of people says it kind of looks cheap, but I like the minimalist look. It looks like Mario to me. You know, he's not like loud and flamboyant, and his brand to me reflects him. So I like the packaging, and I like that it's a double-ended. I'm not the biggest fan of double-ended, like especially makeup brushes and stuff, but because this has a cap on it, I'm a big fan of this. I don't have to get another tool in order to blend this out. I can do everything with this one stick, and you can take the tip off and you can wash it, and you don't have to worry about it getting into your blush or getting back down into the packaging. So this was really smart and innovative. I really like this. So the Maybelline, it's a new gloss. It's not sticky. It's opaque. I'm going to keep using it. I love this. But this Patrick palette, if you can get past the $68, I would say it's worth it. I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have picked up the palette. Let me know if you're going to pick up the palette. You know, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. Let me know if you like my eye look because I tried, you know, to use as many shadows as I could and some shimmers just so you can see, you know, what's going on. I think this is a beautiful look. If you guys like the video, please give the video a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments. I want to thank you so much also for the love I received on my cancer video. That was a really hard video for me to film, and there's more to the story that I may do in another video, but I have to tell my story in my way. So I might elaborate more. The video was already an hour and you're like, is more? Yeah, there's actually more to it. I wasn't in the headspace at the time to get into the rest of it, but you know, I'll probably tell you guys more to the story in another video. Also, I'm going to insert the winners of the giveaway in this video, and they're also going to be on my Insta story. Congratulations to the winners of the eyeshadow palette and the Pat McGrath blush. I want you guys to DM me so that I can get your information so I can get your giveaways out to you. Again, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye.